will the perfect race be put together? So here we go. We're about to toe the line here for section 3 of the women's 1500 meter run. And here we go. We are off. We have 15 women listed in this section. Maybe a little under that, but we have Camp of BYU, Newman of Utah State, Casey of New Mexico, Hunter BYU, Warner BYU, Pagano of Stanford, Dimick Southern Utah, Martin of New Mexico, Oaks of Stanford, Haymock of Stanford, Berkson of Stanford, and Lawson of Stanford. So similar to that last section, this is a little show of that kind of new Stanford Cardinal distance core. A lot of really great young talent in there.
And Jess Lawson doing the rabbiting duties here for this field.
And then there's Anna Camp there sliding into second for BYU. I believe that's Haymock there in third. Haymock, the Texas stud, had an unbelievable high school career. They came about 50 mid, I'd say, through the opening 300.
Newman of Utah State on the outside, and Gray moves up.
Evenly paced so far. Looks controlled for most of these ladies.
Similar to the men's section, we have some future rabbits in this section. So what are they?
67.
67 there through 400. Both New Mexico women in this field will be rabbiting the invite distance races in that 5K later on tonight. So get a race in and then help out their teammates come later tonight.
Yeah, that's an awesome opportunity for a young athlete or anybody who's just kind of on the up and up, who maybe is coming off a red shirt or an injury. If you can put in a really competitive, slower section and then come back and also pace, that's a good workout, and B, it just gets the kind of the racing legs back under you, and it gets you a little less intimidated by the women that you rabbited right next to you. So a good opportunity for a lot of young superstars here as Lawson continues to bring her teammates through. So 800 meters to go. Rabbit goes through about 201. Haymock was about 202. So Haymock and Camp going back and forth there in that 1-2 spot. And then I believe the other BYU contingent looks like that's Hunter and Warner in the blue. So they came through about 218 high, I'd say, through the official 800. So Haymock's actually pulling away a little bit. You can't quite tell from that angle, but she's got about 2 steps on the next athlete. And there you go. The BYU athlete is trying to chase, I believe that's Camp there in third. And then the Utah State athlete in gray is Newman sliding up on her shoulder.
So Lawson starting to run on the outside of lane 1. Should be pulling off here momentarily. As Haymock's now gonna make that pass on the inside.
Yeah, they're getting some more distance on these girls actually as they're coming up to the bell lap. Haymock is all business, and it looks like hip 7, Southern Utah's Dimick wants to go with actually. So 3:11 at the bell, 3:11 at the bell for Haymock. Can Dimick try to latch on? Julia Haymock, the Texas girl. Oh, here comes Dimick, though. She is rolling right now, trying to latch on. So about 328 at 1,200. So they busted it open, but Dimick's going with. The BYU girls trying to respond. Hip 4 is Kate Hunter.
Dimick looking strong here, making the pass here with 200 meters to go.
Wow, 3:45 now, and Dimick's got the step. Can Hunter hang on here? Or excuse me, can Haymock hang on here? Dimick with the advantage. Dimick, Haymock, and then it's Hunter. And then hip 11 is Berkson. Look out for Maddie Berkson on close for Stanford. Dimick trying to hang in here. Haymock not quite done, but here comes, that's Hunter. Hunter for BYU, and then here comes Berkson. Berkson coming in strong, so too is hip 5. That's Warner, but Dimick holds on. What a fight for her down that final stretch.
Yeah, 4:20.23, a new PB for Dimick, a 4-second personal best for Sharlie Dimick out of Southern Utah, holding off the late charge by Hunter and BYU. The top 5 all finish under 4:22.
Stanford 422.88. Camp from BYU 423.11.